Yo, y'all. Stop what you're doing right now because this might just be the wildest story in hip-hop history. Drake? Yeah, that Drake. Champagne Papi himself. The man who gave us Hotline Bling, God's Plan. Started from the bottom, has just allegedly admitted that his streams have been fake. Not just a few songs, not a one-time label glitch, but his entire career. Every hit, every chart topper, every Spotify record manufactured, manipulated. A digital illusion. Now hold up. Before you say, nah, that can't be real, listen closely. Because this confession didn't come from a random Twitter troll. It came straight from Drizzy's own mouth during Drizzy's own, what was supposed to be a private conversation that got secretly recorded and leaked last night. And the internet. Completely in flames. Fans are crying, others are laughing, and some are straight up saying they knew it all along in this leaked clip. You can hear Drake's voice, low, almost defeated, saying, "They told me it was the only way to compete. It was never supposed to go this far." Bro, the man sounds broken, like he's been carrying a secret for over a decade. And now, everyone from his OVO team to his closest collaborators is scrambling to clean up the mess. Word on the street is that this revelation might destroy partnerships, cancel deals worth millions, and even cause a full-blown investigation into the streaming industry itself. Some insiders claim artists are already panicking because if Drake's exposed, who's next? So grab your popcorn because we're about to break this entire thing down, from the leaked audio to the secret meetings, the betrayal inside OVO, and even the shocking moment Drake confronted his own team live on camera. This story gets darker, messier, and more personal than anyone expected. So picture this. It's a cold November night in Toronto. The city skyline is lit up, but something feels off. A video starts spreading like wildfire on social media, an audio clip. Grainy, muffled, but the voice, unmistakable. It's Drake. The same calm, confident voice that's been on every hit playlist for over a decade. But now it sounds tired, defeated. In the clip, he's talking to someone people say it's an old OVO insider. You can hear him say, "Well, it was never supposed to be like this. I just wanted to make music. They said the streams didn't matter, until they did." And boom, that's all it took. Within minutes, Twitter, Reddit, and every gossip blog goes into meltdown mode. Fans are replaying the clip, dissecting every word, some defending him, some calling him the biggest fraud in music history. The craziest part, this didn't leak from some random burner account. The clip came from an anonymous source who sent it directly to a major hip-hop news page with the caption, "The truth about Drake." Everyone's thinking, nah, it's gotta be fake. But then, out of nowhere, one of Drake's old producers, someone who worked on his early mixtapes, comments under the post with a single word. Finally, that's when things get serious. People start pulling old interviews, searching for inconsistencies, trying to piece together a puzzle that's been hiding in plain sight for years. And just like that, the internet goes full detective mode. A few users dig up old Spotify reports, noticing how Drake's numbers used to spike at the strangest hours: 3 a.m. 5 a.m., right? When most of North America's asleep. One fan tweets, "Bro's streams were literally rising while we were snoring." Becomes a meme. But behind the jokes, the suspicion grows. And that's when a journalist from a Toronto blog drops another bombshell. He claims he's been investigating Drake's streaming data for months, and that multiple insiders confirmed OVO partnered with a mysterious digital marketing firm known for boosting visibility on major platforms. The firm's name, or Streams. And guess what? They've already been accused of manipulating numbers for smaller artists before fans are stunned. People start wondering if Drake's record-breaking numbers, the billion-stream milestones, the Spotify plaques, the Apple Music Awards were all part of an elaborate illusion. And while fans argue online, inside OVO chaos is unfolding. One source close to the team says Drake's furious. He's allegedly calling meetings back-to-back, demanding to know who leaked the conversation. One of his assistants reportedly quit on the spot, saying she couldn't handle the pressure. Another insider claims Drake's closest friends are turning on each other, pointing fingers, accusing each other of betrayal. Meanwhile, a leaked text thread starts circulating between OVO members. In the messages, someone says, "We told him to stop talking about it. Now, look what happened." Another person replies, "He was tired of lying, bro." This gives fans chills. It starts to look like Drake's been sitting on this truth for a while, maybe years, and finally cracked. Then, late that same night, Drake's Instagram goes dark. All posts deleted. No stories, no comments. The profile picture turns black. Fans flood the comments section before it disappears, asking, "Is this your confession? Say something, Drizzy." T says nothing. Instead, a verified OVO account posts a cryptic story, a single quote that reads, "Truth always costs more than lies." Within minutes, it's deleted too. But screenshots, they're everywhere. The next morning, news outlets pick it up. TMZ runs a headline calling it Drake's biggest scandal yet. Complex posts a story saying OVO insiders are in panic mode. And on YouTube, every hip-hop commentator, from say Cheese to DJ Academics, drops their own take. Everyone's trying to decode what really went down. But then comes the twist that nobody saw coming. Drake's father, Dennis Graham, goes live on Instagram, his voice shaking, his tone defensive. "Y'all need to stop spreading lies about my son," he says. "He worked too hard for this. Ain't no fake streams. I raised a real one." Up mid-live stream, a comment pops up supposedly from a verified industry insider saying, "Dennis, you know he told the truth. Stop covering." Dennis looks off screen, confused, ends the live abruptly. The clip goes viral within minutes. That's when the public starts realizing this isn't just gossip. There's a real family tension here. Drake's team is trying to protect the image, but his father's emotional reaction only fuels more speculation. One Toronto radio host even claims that Drake's mom, Sandy Graham, is heartbroken, allegedly telling close friends that she begged him to come clean years ago. Fans can't believe it. Now, it's not just about numbers. It's about guilt, honesty, and family. In the following hours, an anonymous account posts what appears to be a snippet of an internal OVO meeting recording. You can hear voices arguing. One person says, "If we go public, we lose everything." Other replies, "We already did." He opened his mouth. The clip ends with someone, allegedly Drake, saying quietly, "Then let it all fall." Those words hit the internet like lightning. "Then let it all fall" trends worldwide. Fans start quoting it like it's a lyric. Memes, t-shirts, tweets becomes a movement overnight. But behind the memes, there's chaos. Universal Music Group reportedly holds an emergency call with OVO's management. Sponsors begin to reconsider brand deals. Nike allegedly pauses its next Drake-related campaign. The financial stakes are enormous. A single crack in the image of perfection that Drake's built could cost millions. And meanwhile, the silence speaks louder than any statement. Some fans start connecting this scandal to past moments that suddenly make sense in hindsight. They revisit Drake's infamous beefs with Pusha T, with Kanye, and wonder if some of those subliminals were about this. One user writes, "Pusha said surgical summer. Maybe he knew." Another digs up an old interview where Kanye ranted about fake metrics running the game. Now, fans are convinced Kanye was talking about Drake all along. And here's the thing. Once you start believing it, everything clicks too perfectly. The endless string of #1 debuts, the records broken within hours, the times when Drake seemed unbeatable. Now people are questioning the system itself. How much of the streaming industry is real? Is any artist truly as big as their numbers say? By the end of day one, social media is split in two. Team Drake, saying he's being set up by industry enemies, and Team Truth, claiming this is his long overdue reckoning. Hashtags like #DrakeExposed and #StreamGate dominate trending charts. News anchors are reporting on it like it's a political scandal. And somewhere in the middle of all this madness, One tiny detail gets overlooked, but it will become the key to the entire mystery later. A Toronto club promoter posts a now-deleted tweet. Funny how everyone's shocked. We used to see "I'm buying burner phones by the box" back in the day. No one knows what that means yet. But it's the first breadcrumb that will lead to the next shocking revelation. One that'll blow the lid completely off the OVO empire. And just when fans think things can't get crazier. The following night, another clip surfaces. It's clearer, louder, and this time, it's unmistakably Drake's voice, trembling but calm. "They made me a product," he says. It was never real from the start. Okay, and that's where everything flips. Because this time, there's no denning. It's him. The tone, the cadence, it's Drake. The world holds its breath, waiting for what comes next. Holds its breath, waiting for what comes next. The second clip drops like a bomb. It's uploaded anonymously at 2:17 a.m., the perfect hour for conspiracy to thrive. The audio is cleaner this time, like someone wanted the world to hear every syllable. It's Drake's voice again, but softer, slower, almost trembling. He says, "They told me to trust the system. They told me everyone does it. But I didn't know how deep it went." The internet loses its mind. Millions of plays within hours. Everyone's dissecting the tone, the pauses, even the background noise. Someone claims they can hear typing. Maybe a studio computer running in the background. Others think it's from an OVO boardroom. No one knows for sure, but the clip is too crisp to ignore. And just like that, the narrative shifts. Now people aren't asking if it's true, they're asking why Drake said it. Journalists start hunting for anyone who used to work at OVO. One anonymous former employee comes forward in a live stream, voice distorted. He says, "It started small, man. They'd boost numbers a bit just to look good for the label. But once Drake broke through, it was all about domination. You can't stop when the world expects you to win every time." He claims the operation wasn't just OVO-it, was coordinated through multiple streaming insiders. Label executives and a data manipulation company that used VPN farms and remote servers to simulate real plays. Then he drops a name, Liam Bradley. According to the whistleblower, Liam was a data engineer at Aura Streams. It's the same company already linked to shady streaming deals. And here's where it gets crazy. Liam allegedly disappeared 3 months ago. No one's seen him since. His social media deleted, his apartment emptied overnight. People start speculating that Liam might have been the one who recorded Drake and leaked the tapes. A few fans even claim he was in a secret relationship with one of OVO's former marketing heads. The drama turns cinematic. Meanwhile, Drake is silent. No posts, no appearances, not even a story repost. But insiders start whispering that he's preparing a statement. One of his bodyguards is seen outside his Toronto mansion talking to paparazzi, saying he's fine. He's just tired of the lies. But that only fuels more curiosity. What lies his team refuses to clarify? OVO's social pages stay quiet, no new releases, no press, nothing but digital silence. Then, out of nowhere, the Weeknd's team subtly unfollows Drake. Fans notice immediately. Threads explode on Reddit. The Week knew. Toronto's biggest friendship just ended. Screenshots go viral. Some users even post old clips of the Weeknd joking about numbers being funny in this industry. Suddenly, it feels like everyone's been hinting at this for years. And then comes the most shocking twist yet. A Toronto blogger posts an email thread allegedly between OVO execs and Aura Streams, dating back to 2016. The emails mention Project Owl, apparently a code name for their secret operation. In one message, an exec writes, "This will guarantee Drizzy never falls off the top 10, even if the music slows. The numbers won't." Another email reads, "Remember, perception is everything." The emails look legit, but OVO quickly releases a statement saying they're fabricated. Fans don't buy it. Because right after that, Aura Stream's website goes offline completely. No contact page, no trace, just a blank screen with an error code. By day 3, every media outlet is covering the scandal. Spotify and Apple both released public statements denying involvement. But that doesn't help much. Their stock dips slightly. Even Billboard releases a note saying they're reviewing charting integrity protocols. It's like Drake's confession has shaken the entire foundation of streaming music. But the story gets darker. An anonymous hacker collective claims they've accessed OVO's internal servers and are ready to release everything. A Twitter account named Stream Truth posts a countdown. 72 hours until the drop. Fans start calling it OVO Apocalypse. Memes flood the internet. But behind the chaos, real fear starts creeping in. If this group actually has evidence, it could end careers, expose deals, and rewrite music history that same evening. Someone close to Drake's circle leaks a blurry video from inside his mansion. You can see him pacing, shirtless, phone in hand, looking stressed. A voice in the background says, "Bro, it's out of control now. You gotta speak." Drake looks up and mutters, "If I talk, they'll all burn with me." That line goes viral instantly. People start quoting it everywhere. "They'll all burn with me." Some fans think he's talking about the music industry at large. Others believe he's hinting at his own team. Maybe even bigger names who use the same streaming tricks. Soon after, another insider goes live on YouTube, claiming Drake wasn't alone in this. Apparently, several major artists used the same manipulation service. But Drake's numbers were so massive, they had to scale up the operation. "It became a monster," he says. He couldn't stop even if he wanted to. The chat explodes with names, big artists, labels, executives, but nothing confirmed. It's pure hysteria. Meanwhile, Drake's family becomes the emotional center of the drama. Tabloids report that Sandy Graham was seen leaving her Toronto condo in tears. One neighbor allegedly heard her say, "I told him honesty would hurt less than secrets." Dennis Graham posts a photo of himself drinking whiskey with the caption, "Truth's a cold drink." Fans are divided, some sympathize. Others accuse the family of trying to spin the story, and then the OVO brand itself starts to fracture. A few artists signed under OVO Sound delete their association tags from Instagram. Party Next Door posts a black screen with the caption, "Loyalty hurts." DVSN unfollows the official OVO account. It's chaos. Fans start speculating that Drake's closest collaborators are distancing themselves before things get worse. One rumor even suggests that Noah 40 Shabib, Drake's longtime producer, hasn't spoken to him in days. Someone tweets, "Imagine losing your brother over fake numbers." But then something unexpected happens. A journalist from a London-based magazine releases a secret. Interview recorded 2 years ago where Drake hinted at his exhaustion with fame. In the clip, he says, "Sometimes I wish I could start over and just be Aubrey again." The business part takes the joy out of it. Fans listen to that line now with new meaning. Maybe the confession wasn't about money or Famit, was about guilt, pressure, and trying to keep up an impossible image. As day 4 dawns, the countdown from Stream Truth hits 12 hours. Everyone's waiting. YouTube is filled with live streams counting down to the supposed data leak. Major news outlets even cover it like an event. OVO's legal team reportedly scrambles to issue takedown orders, but the account keeps posting, hinting they have proof that will expose the machine. Around 11:45 p.m., 15 minutes before the countdown ends, Drake finally breaks his silence. An Instagram story goes up. Black background, white text. It reads, "You'll hear the truth from me, not them." The internet explodes again. Millions of reposts in seconds. The story disappears after 1 minute, but it's enough to freeze the world. Everyone's waiting for what he'll say next. And then right as the countdown hits 0, nothing, no leaks, no files, no new audio. Instead, the Stream Truth account vanishes, deleted, gone. Twitter starts speculating it was all staged by Drake himself. Publicity stunt to control the narrative. Others think OVO paid them off to keep quiet. But in the confusion, something else surfaces: a private voicemail allegedly from Drake to his mother. In the voicemail, he sounds emotional. "I just want it to stop, Mom. I didn't mean for it to be like this. I thought I could make them proud." That clip alone breaks the internet all over again. Fans are crying, celebrities are reacting, and everyone's wondering what's next. And then, in the early hours of the morning, OVO insiders confirm that Drake's preparing to address everything live. A press conference. Something he's never done in his entire career. They say it'll happen tomorrow night in Toronto. The stage is set. The world's watching. The biggest confession in hip-hop history is about to unfold. The day of the press conference arrives. And Toronto is buzzing like never before. Fans camp outside OVO studios, media vans line the streets, and social media is flooded with speculation. Everyone wants a piece of the story, live streams, reactions, commentary. There's a tension in the air, like waiting for a hurricane to hit. Insiders claim that even the security team is on edge, checking every corner for leaks, every camera for unauthorized footage. Inside, Drake is reportedly pacing backstage. According to a source, he hasn't slept in 2 days. One assistant tells him, "You need to breathe. This is your story now." Drake nods, but the tension is palpable. He knows the world is about to judge him not just for music, but for honesty, loyalty, and decades of career-defining decisions. One close friend allegedly whispers, "Remember, it's not just numbers. It's the heart behind the music." When Drake finally steps onto the stage, the room goes silent. Cameras flash like fireworks. Journalists hold their breath, and fans watch live on screens around the world. He's wearing a simple black hoodie, sunglasses, and a serious expression. The first words are soft, but carry weight. "I've built a career on music, yes, but also on numbers. Numbers that weren't always real." A gasp echoes across the venue. People air-shocked. Emotions run high. Air-shocked. Emotions run high. Drake continues, explaining how it started as a small boost just to help him get noticed. He admits that the operation escalated as success came easier, and he let it go too far. He pauses, the crowd hanging on every word. "I was young, I was ambitious, and I didn't think anyone would notice," he says. At this point, tears are forming in his eyes. One journalist in the front row murmurs, "I've never seen him like this." Then comes the twist. Drake points to the side of the stage, and Liam Bradley, the missing Aurostream's engineer, steps into the spotlight. The crowd erupts. No one expected him to appear. Drake says, "He's the one who helped me navigate the system. Without him, none of this would have happened." Liam nods solemnly, but refuses to speak to the media afterward. Speculation explodes. Did he plan the leak? Was he coerced into coming forward? The press conference takes an emotional turn when Drake talks about family. He admits that hiding the truth has hurt his parents and siblings. "I've disappointed the people I love the most," he says. The family was left divided, sources say. Some believe he should have come clean years ago. Others feel protective, shielding him from the backlash. Fans are torn between empathy and outrage. Social media hashtags start trending, like #DrakeConfession and #FamilyDrama, while the press conference continues. Another bombshell drops. Drake reveals that other artists were unknowingly swept into the manipulation. Some of his collaborations had inflated numbers to maintain his chart dominance. The room goes silent. Reporters exchange shocked glances. Fans immediately begin speculating who else might be involved. Names are whispered. Screenshots of old chart positions are analyzed. And conspiracy threads start forming online, and it doesn't stop there. Midway through, a fan in the crowd shouts, "What about your old beefs?" Pusha T. Drake's face tightens. "Everything you saw, every subliminal, every deceit, wasn't always personal. Sometimes it was about protecting an image that wasn't entirely mine." The admission sends ripples through the hip-hop community. People start replaying old tracks, trying to read between the lines. Could Pusha T have known more than he let on? Was this all part of a larger chess game? As the conference winds down, Drake takes a deep breath. He says he's committed to rebuilding trust. and hints at releasing unreleased music to show fans the raw, authentic version of himself. No streams, no numbers, just music, he promises. Journalists scramble to record every word, while fans react with mixed emotions, some cheering, some skeptical. The drama is at peak intensity. Then comes the final twist of the night. As Drake exits the stage, one of his bodyguards whispers something urgent. Cameras capture Drake's shocked expression. Later, it's revealed that a new audio leak surfaced during the press conference this time. A recording of an OVO meeting where executives allegedly discuss contingency plans in case the truth came out. Phrases like damage control and legal suppression are audible. Fans are furious, calling it further proof of manipulation. Emotions run high. Some accuse Drake of being a pawn. Others blame the entire system outside the venue. Social media explodes. Live streams of fans outside the studio show tears, cheers, and chants of Drake's name. Some hold signs saying "We forgive you," while others demand accountability. Tabloids splash headlines like "Drake's confession shakes the industry" and "Family drama erupts behind OVO walls." The narrative grows exponentially. In the following days, the story doesn't die. Insiders leak partial recordings, journalists publish in-depth analyses, and fans debate endlessly online. A rumor even circulates that Drake considered quitting music entirely, overwhelmed by guilt and pressure. One close friend allegedly says he's torn between loving music and fearing it. The internal conflict adds layers of complexity to the scandal. Meanwhile, brand deals begin to feel the impact. Nike reportedly pauses a major campaign. Apple Music issues a statement expressing concern, and several streaming platforms start internal audits. The financial implications are staggering, yet Drake's fanbase shows signs of loyalty. Some defend him fiercely, claiming he's being punished for something almost every artist allegedly did. The tension between public opinion and industry response fuels more drama. And as if that wasn't enough, the family drama intensifies. Sandy Graham reportedly confronts Drake privately, begging him to be honest publicly, claiming that secrecy has caused irreparable emotional damage. Dennis Graham allegedly disagrees, advising discretion. The family was left divided, insiders say, caught between protecting their son and facing public scrutiny. By the end of this part of the saga, it's clear that Drake's admission has set off a chain reaction. Alliances within OVO are shaky, fans are divided, industry partners are panicking, and the entire world is watching. The story has evolved from a leaked clip to a global spectacle, with every detail dissected, debated, and dramatized. And while some believe this is the ultimate confession, others suspect even more twists are lurking just around the corner. The night ends with a cryptic tweet from Drake's official account. Truth hurts, but it heals. Fans and media alike are left guessing, what does it mean? Is it an apology, a warning, or a hint at what comes next? Speculation explodes. The drama isn't over, it's only getting started. The world is still reeling from Drake's press conference. Social media is a storm of reactions, fan theories, and speculation. Hashtags like #Drake revealed and #StreamGate trend globally. Everyone is dissecting every word he said, analyzing body language, even questioning the authenticity of his tears. Rumors circulate that Drake might release a Tello documentary, and fans scramble to secure tickets for private screenings that may not even exist. Inside OVO, the atmosphere is reportedly tense and chaotic. Insiders claim that some executives have already submitted resignations, while others are locked in emergency meetings trying to salvage contracts and sponsorships. One source says it's like a house of cards. As soon as one piece moves, the rest trembles. The power dynamics within the label shift rapidly. Some artists start to quietly remove OVO branding from social media, while others pledge loyalty to Drake, further dividing the company. Meanwhile, Liam Bradley, who appeared with Drake during the press conference, suddenly vanishes again. A paparazzi capture shows him leaving Toronto in an unmarked van. Heavily guarded. Social media erupts. Was he silenced, or did he leave voluntarily to protect himself? Conspiracy theories multiply overnight. Some fans speculate he is sitting on even more explosive evidence that could implicate other high-profile artists. Forums light up with threads analyzing past collaborations, streaming numbers, and leaked contracts. Drake's personal life becomes another layer of intrigue. Insiders reveal that he has spent the last few days secluded with his family, attempting to mend relationships strained by secrecy and scandal. Sandy Graham is reportedly demanding a full accounting of everything. While Dennis Graham allegedly tries to shield him from the public eye, emotions ran high behind closed doors. One source claims that family meetings sometimes ended in shouting matches, tears, and ultimatums. The family was left divided, and fans can't help but speculate which side each member took. The music community reacts with a mixture of shock and opportunism. Rival artists post cryptic tweets, some supportive, some accusatory. Pusha T releases a song that fans interpret as a subtle jab at Drake's confession, reigniting old rivalries. The internet explodes with speculation. Was Pusha T really aware of Drake's numbers being manipulated? Or is this a strategic move to capitalize on the chaos? Interviews and podcasts are flooded with discussions about ethics in the streaming industry, using Drake as the prime case study. Then comes the unexpected twist. A leaked voicemail allegedly from Drake surfaces on social media. In it, he confesses to a close friend that he fears the backlash will destroy more than just his career. "I didn't just lie about streams," he says, voice shaking. "I lied to everyone who believed in me. I betrayed trust." Fans are stunned. Some sympathize with his vulnerability, while others accuse him of trying to manipulate public perception with selective transparency. Tabloids have a field day, publishing every possible angle. The drama escalates further when a new anonymous video surfaces on YouTube claiming to show Drake's hidden streaming dashboard, allegedly recording the exact mechanisms used to inflate numbers. Screenshots of the dashboard circulate, with followers noting enormous play counts attributed to VPN farms and automated accounts. Some digital sleuths claim to have traced the software back to multiple third-party companies, suggesting a widespread network of manipulation. The community divides. Some believe it's legitimate evidence, while others insist it's another clever hoax designed to keep fans engaged. Throughout all this, Drake's fan base is divided. Some express unwavering loyalty, defending him and highlighting his artistic contributions. Others feel betrayed, claiming they've been emotionally and financially invested in an image that wasn't real. Forums and social media threads explode with heated debates, and fans start creating before and after playlists, comparing streaming numbers from earlier in his career. Tano. Memes flood the internet, some humorous, some biting, all reflecting the magnitude of the scandal. Amidst the chaos, Drake's team quietly announces plans for a new album, promising authenticity and raw emotion. The announcement itself sparks a frenzy, with speculation that the album may reveal additional confessions, further blurring the lines between fact and manipulation. Insiders hint at collaborations with artists previously rumored to be involved in inflated streams, igniting excitement and apprehension simultaneously. It's unclear if this will rebuild trust or deepen skepticism. The narrative takes another dark turn when a former OVO executive allegedly leaks emails, indicating that Drake's numbers may have influenced award shows, chart placements, and even radio rotations. Emotions ran high within the industry, insiders claim. As executives scramble to maintain credibility while protecting relationships, fan communities debate the legitimacy of awards and accolades Drake has received over the years, dissecting which achievements were genuine versus manipulated. The ripple effects of the confession continue to expand in an unexpected twist. A well-known celebrity commentator claims that the entire scandal is part of a larger plan to reset the industry narrative and regain control over streaming politics. They allege that major labels and tech platforms have been quietly observing the fallout, using it as a case study to restructure contracts. Algorithm protocols and digital metrics. Fans speculate whether Drake's confession was voluntary, coerced, or strategically timed to influence industry reform. The discussion blurs lines between scandal, strategy, and performance art. Drake's single quotes' personal life continues to provide fodder for gossip. Reports surface of emotional confrontations between him and longtime collaborators, including producers and managers. Sources describe heated arguments, walkouts, and reconciliations behind closed doors. Tensions within OVO appear to reach breaking points, with some insiders claiming the label might undergo a major restructuring. The drama feels continuous, like a reality show unfolding in real time. Concludes, the internet is ablaze. Live streams, podcasts, fan forums, and news outlets dissect every moment of the press conference, leaks, and subsequent developments. Drake remains at the center of global attention, balancing vulnerability with public scrutiny. Alliances within his team, family, and the industry are in flux. The story has grown beyond a simple confession about streams. It has evolved into a cultural phenomenon, blending music, power, family drama, and digital intrigue. Fans are left on edge, eagerly anticipating Drake's next move. A public statement, new music, or perhaps more revelations. The emotional stakes are high, the narrative unpredictable, and the audience captivated. The saga of Drake's confession has transformed from a shocking admission into a multi-layered drama that challenges fans, journalists, and the music industry itself. The world watches, waiting for the next twist, the next reveal, the next confession. As the story continues to unfold in real time, after weeks of drama, leaks, and explosive revelations, Drake's confession about fake streams has left the world in shock. Fans are still reeling, debates are raging across social media, and the industry is scrambling to pick up the pieces. What started as a leak-turned-press conference has now become a full-blown cultural moment, exposing the behind-the-scenes pressures, betrayals, and personal struggles of one of music's biggest stars. Emotions ran high, alliances shifted, and the family was left divided, all while the eyes of the world remained glued to every move he made. Drake's honesty has sparked endless questions. How much of his career was real? Who else was involved? And will he be able to regain the trust of fans and industry insiders? Rumors swirl that more confessions could be coming. And insiders hint at unreleased music that promises to show Drake in a completely new light, vulnerable and unfiltered. Fans are left debating every lyric, dissecting old interviews, and replaying every collaboration with fresh eyes, searching for hidden meanings and subtle admissions. The speculation only fuels the fire, keeping this story at the top of headlines and timelines worldwide. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. We want to hear what you think. Was Drake a mastermind, a victim of the system, or somewhere in between? Do you believe every word of his confession, or is there more hiding behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you're following this saga, and make sure to subscribe to stay updated on every shocking development. This story isn't over, and we'll be right here breaking down every twist, every leak, and every jaw-dropping moment as it happens. Your opinion matters, so speak up and let the world know where you stand in the Drake Streamgate drama.